Welcome to everyone.
Namaste.
Anandaji, namaste.
How are you?
Very good. I just came from a prison for ladies.
Oh,
Yes, and it's
let,
an amazing opportunity to serve and to do women's circles, Devi circles in the prisons.
yeah. So, namaste, everybody. Happy Mahashivratri. What a beautiful day. What a beautiful night. And we also have International Women's Day. And who else to have but Devi Mohan? She is like a beacon of light in the whole women's circle movement. She's lighting up all of Europe, and she has a deep connection with India. She was introduced to me by who else? Ananda Devi Ma, who is also going to be joining us. And so happy to have you here. I just want to say a few words about her because I was introduced to her just a few months ago by Ananda Devi. And I think Ananda Devi had gone to your workshop and or you had invited her because she's a
Yes,
musician. So she had gone there and then she spoke about you. And I ordered her book, which is this one, Home for a Refugee. And this is listed as, I think, third or fourth book now on our Devi Circle site. This
oh
is an
wow.
amazingly spiritual book. So the title could have been many titles, and
Vaishnavi has one also.
yes,
Oh my
so
gosh.
Home for
This is
Refugee because
unplanned promotion. I didn't pay you for this, just to say.
it is very unplanned. So,
Okay.
so the book, why I loved about it was a journey of a girl who finds herself in a war-torn country, Yugoslavia. If you all remember, Yugoslavia separated into three countries, and she found herself in that crossfire, and she actually became a refugee. Like she went from Croatia to Serbia, where she was treated as a refugee. She didn't have, normal facilities like, a normal flat and, normal ability to even take a bath. And it's an incredible journey. There are many very big moments in this book. And I know I don't want to make it about the book, but there is one moment in which she's a young girl and she suddenly decides, she gets this energy, energizes herself from inside, and she just makes a decision. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not going to live like this. And she got empowered and she just changed her life. It's really worth reading. It's about her spiritual journey. She meets her husband, Devi Mohan. Oh, sorry, Mohanji. Devi Mohan is you. Both of you have Mohan in your name. You married to yourself. So she meets her husband Mohanji, and Mohanji is a big leader in the Sai Baba movement. He's one of the leaders there with Shirdi Sai Baba and Satya Sai Baba and their organizations. And so they have a wonderful path together. They have a lovely daughter, Mila. So I don't want to say too much because it is your time. It's like going to be 2-hour workshop only. I think you're going to have a great celebration with her, a little bit in your sleep because it's Devi Nidra. so a little, I don't know how you will lead them. You could tell them how do you want the cameras on or off or whatever. It is only for women. It is in English. And we welcome you to the Devi Circle platform. We're looking forward to many workshops with you, Devi Mohan. And can I play your little clip? I would like to play your little video about Devi Mohan. Is it okay if I play that?
Okay,
Yeah.
since this is an introductory session and there's so
Yeah.
many ladies who see me for the first time, that's
Yeah,
okay.
that might be good, I think. So let me see if I can find it. Devi Circle, where did it go? Okay, so that's our website which has her page. So let's go on her teacher's page. She is here. You can all see her. Her description is here. And let's play this
Devi
video.
Mohan, a symbol of selflessness, dedication and inspiration, a mother, humanitarian, teacher of traditional yoga, and advocate of the highest human values that unite all people, is touching hearts worldwide. Her life journey was paved with challenges of a refugee life, deep and often marginalized spiritual experiences, work for the United Nations, followed by scholarships that fulfilled her dream, a master's degree in peace studies in the US. However, in 2007, her encounter with Mohanji in Dubai, her husband, her greatest life inspiration and profound spiritual guide through all the ups and downs, gave a completely new purpose to her life. In 2012, Devi became the global president of the Humanitarian Act Foundation, present in 29 countries worldwide, including the UK. It was founded by Mohanji in honor of his daughter Amu, who died in a tragic road accident at the age of 4. Together with 500 volunteers who are the beating heart of ACT, Devi tirelessly devotes herself to providing assistance to all the underprivileged. In November 2023, ACT volunteers from all around the world gathered to celebrate 20 years of selfless service. This historic celebration took place in Serbia, where ACT Foundation has had a significant impact since 2012, providing support to the most vulnerable communities. Devi is also a global ambassador of the Mohanji Foundation, conducting workshops, seminars, and giving inspirational talks at various international forums and festivals. In 2018, Devi was the first woman from the Balkan region who has spoken at the renowned Parliament of the World Religions in Toronto. As the co-founder of the World Womanhood Project, Devi is very passionate about empowering women. Her work through Devi Circles, profoundly impactful women's circles, using powerful techniques including dance, is dedicated to fostering the brave, authentic expression of women, moving beyond all blockages and trauma to become pillars of peace and harmony in the world. An additional inspiration to many is her recently published autobiography, Home for a Refugee, where she opens her heart fully, sharing powerful insights gained through numerous life challenges. This exceptional woman, born in Croatia, with a home in Serbia, married to the internationally renowned spiritual master from India, mother of Mila Mohan, continues her extraordinary journey. She inspires others to live their truth and walk the path of love, because as she herself says, we truly start living only when we start giving. Through their marriage and life's mission, Devi and Mohanji are a living example of a union for a higher purpose as the pillar of a balanced relationship rooted in unconditional love.
Devi Mohan, it's all yours. I'm gonna stop my
Thank you,
screen.
Nanda. This was a really beautiful intro. I didn't expect it. And I feel truly welcome. And I wanted to say that today, on this special day, I feel truly blessed that it is a powerful divine synchronicity that this special International Women's Day falls right on Shivaratri. Because as Ananda Devi said, Mohanji and I are all about promoting Shiva Shakti balance in the world. And I come not as a lady who channels Devi purely. I come with the backbone of my Shiva, which is my spiritual master, and who happens to be my husband as well, which is my unique story, because my Jupiter is in the house of marriage, as the astrologers would say. So that was meant to be. But other than that, I wanted to dedicate today's day to exactly that story of inner Shiva Shakti balance in all of us, and also to just create a bit of cohesion in our group energy so that we can do a powerful Yoga Nidra called Awaken the Goddess in You tomorrow. Yoga Nidra cannot happen if we don't have trust, because all that remains in the guidance is my voice. That's your only connection with the outside world. And if you don't connect with me, then it cannot be deep. So I wanted to dedicate the session to strengthen our bond, because most of you are new to who I am and what I do. And I wanted to share a bit from the heart, really to simply connect. That's the intention. Since you showed my book, I would like to show this book, which was sent to me by Ananda Devi with a beautiful dedication. Yeah, and then we have concluded that this is not a coincidence. And that was the time when I just started conducting women's circles. And I'll just share a bit of a story. So Ananda Devi came to Mohan GP's center in Slovenia. We have a beautiful center there. When she came, it was like a beautiful evening where she spoke, she chanted, sang, and we had this amazing energy. And that was just after I conducted my group healing process called Group Maitri. And we were in this immense divine energy. And then she walked in like a brightness, and we just connected so much. I felt so connected, it was just like, there was something interesting, like the way she was mirroring something in me, and I was not able to explain it to myself. And I introduced her to Mohanji. It was a beautiful evening. And then off she went to Germany. And sometime later, she found my email through another friend. And an evening before, I was to conduct a women's circle in Serbia on one beautiful mountain called Kosmaj, where there's like amazing energy. I'm going to sleep very late, which is unusual for me. So it was like after midnight. And I opened intuitively my email, and there's a message from Ananda Devi. And I was like, oh, so she tells me how she read my entire book and how she felt like there are parts where she was reading about herself, and there's so many other beautiful intimate things that she shared there. And I was like so touched. So then I carried her painting of Divine Mother to our women's circle. And it was Friday, the day of the Venus, Women's Day, you probably know that. And there were 13 of us in the circle. And 13 is the number of menstrual cycles of women, right? 13 is the number. So Friday, the 13th, as you know, is a day that was made evil by the patriarchy system. And so many stories connect, something horrible happens on Friday 13th. It just shows how sacred feminine dimension was just completely twisted around. And it is time now when all of this is changing. So she sends me an email. It's Friday, and there are 13 of us coming in the circle. And we had this most beautiful women's circle. And I was telling Ananda, that day I had this thought that I would like to call it Devi Circle, because my name is Devi. And then I come to know that you have this international Devi Circles. So this is really amazing, It's like,
and we're inviting Devi Mohan to become the president of one of the countries of Devi Circles.
I think I'm a person with the highest number of titles already. Like within Mohanji Foundation, I have so many titles. If somebody tries to introduce me, it takes half an hour to just list all my titles. So now I'm gonna have one more. That's gonna be amazing. But
we could talk forever, but I think it's a workshop time. So I don't know if Ananda Devi wants to say anything, and then we can just.
Is she here?
She might be here, but I don't know if she would want to join or not. I'm not sure. But there she is. Ananda Devi. Yes.
There she beautiful. Is. So wonderful to see you.
Unmute. Very welcome, Devi Ji. I'm very happy that you are one of the Devi teachers here in this movement now.
And, thank you.
And it's such an auspicious day for a new beginning, isn't it? Today?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it all fell into place. I mean, couldn't be better, really. Couldn't be more amazing.
Wish you a wonderful workshop.
Thank you. Thank you, both of you. Okay. Thank you. I'll start.
Thank you, Devi Mohanji. Thank you, Devi Ji. Have a beautiful International Women's Day and Mahashivratri, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so before we continue, I'll just share that I drove today for 3 hours to women's prison, and it was really touching. There are women, who find themselves in a prison simply because they maybe dozed off and ran off on somebody on the road, or they had an abusive husband and they hit back and hurt him and then ended up in a prison. There are various stories, right? So I could feel this in a group energy there. And we have a charity called ACT Foundation. And it just so happened that one of our members of ACT Foundation, Mariana, exactly 10 years ago, she found herself in the same prison. She was kind of set up by her mother-in-law, wicked mother-in-law. And for some silly reason, she ended up in a prison for a couple of months. So now she's fully empowered. She's in our charity called ACT Foundation serving, and she actually lives at Mohanji Peace Center in Serbia, and amazing woman. So she closed her full circle today, going to that prison for the first time after 10 years, and now coming as someone who brings aid and gifts to the women who are prisoners there, inmates of this prison. And it was really touching and beautiful. And I was also part of a festival of womanhood organized by our Mohanji Foundation. It was a beautiful gathering, 4 hours long. It was just going on until now, like an hour ago. So I came to the prison. I met the principal and the main people working there. And then I went to one office and I spoke at the festival. It's like amazing story. Then after that, I came back to the meeting, and they have agreed that in September, we'll start with the Devi Circle in the prison. There are a couple of hundred of prisoners there, and I just really look forward to this experience. So this is how my day started. At 4:30 a.m., I started my journey to this town. It's like 3 hours away, and stayed there, came back, and now I'm with you. So it's a very eventful day. Yes, as Ananda said, just a bit about myself, I did have quite a painful youth experience, like teenage days. When I was 14, I had my first dark night of the soul. And interesting enough, people who meet me, they say, you know, you're like so joyous, and like you're known for your big smile, you know, like you always see me smiling. So they're like, I never imagined you would have gone through so much of pain, you know? It's interesting, I just have to quote this. When I started reading the book, Thousand Seeds of Joy, I love the intro by Nanda Devi. She said, while pain ripens us, the actual transformation always happens by surrendering with joy to the emptiness of our higher selves. And this is such a profound sentence, and I couldn't agree more. And it just describes my life, because for me, pain was just a great teacher and something that ripened me. But I'm totally grateful for those experiences, and I would never say that, you know, I don't return to pain as something that I feel a need to talk about and to, you know, get compassion from someone. It was really something that ripened me, and it's so true. And today I find myself in really blessed position to have a lot to share. So when we look back in our life, if we had a life of comfort, a life where we avoided any fearful or painful situation, in the end, you have nothing to say, you know, you have nothing of substance to share, right? It's like people who run away from life into addictions or into TV screens and just hiding away from life. That's not the way to live. So we are here as women to embrace our true power, which is our vulnerability. So today's day is all about that. And after the intro and the talk, we will do just a bit of breathing and chanting and connecting. I would like to invite all of you into that space. Because as women, we are here to show the way into depth of our inner truth and authentic expression, daring to be ourselves. This is the calling of today for all women, because finally, after millennia of waiting, we come to this time and age where we are entering a different frequency in collective consciousness. In India, they will call it a different yuga. So for millennia, women were thrown into the background. Women were denied the full expression, authentic expression. And now finally, in the collective consciousness, this opening is coming up, but we have to step into it, you know, and this is a moment where the frequency of golden age comes through individuals. And we are here to inspire one another, to really step into our shoes of the goddess within. So I'll just briefly share my journey. So when I experienced all this painful stuff, including a near-death experience, things started to open up for me because I realized how protected I was. Every time I came to a marginal situation like near death or almost raped, twice it happened to me. I was working in a very hostile environment. I was working for United Nations in Kosovo. And in that 1 year, I faced a lot of these marginal situations. And I'm so grateful for this experience because I realized when I come to that moment of to be or not to be, life or death, scarred forever or healed, I find myself protected, you know, and I realized that I could rely on that inner voice. That intuition was so powerful. It became so sharpened. I was tuned in, you know, and that's like the highest gift, you know, I'm so grateful that I was there. It was, you know, from one perspective, it was really scary. Like when I had a near-death experience, for example, I found myself sitting on a window with one leg out, one leg on the window frame, and there were 10 men at the door ready to kill me and rape me. And I was ready to jump the moment they enter. So in that scenario, I left my body and I had a near-death experience. And then there was a divine intervention and I was sent back to my body and these men left and I was safe, you know, so things that I haven't even seen in Hollywood or Bollywood movies happened to me in my real life. And that's why at the age of 46, I decided to write this big autobiography, which usually people write in their later age, but I just had a very eventful life and I felt it was time to share. And it came at the right time because my aim with this book was to really be naked in it. And whoever read it knows that I didn't write it to impress anyone with my great experiences. It was an invitation into deep nakedness, you know, as a woman, feeling comfortable to be vulnerable, you know. It's like just allowing myself to just go there, revisit the pain from the aspect of consciousness, and really just integrate all this as one beautiful, beautiful, wholesome experience that it was, and experience that made me who I am today. My biggest challenges, however, were not the near death or the enemies of former Yugoslavia within the scenario of former Yugoslavia. The biggest challenges actually came, to be honest, when I made a firm decision that I would enter into the shoes of Devi, you know, that I would change my name from Bilana, which was my former name, to Devi. And I made this decision consciously. When you change your name, it's not a small thing. You know, it's like consciously you choose a different frequency. And then you also know somewhere that there will be tests you have to go through in order to prove to yourself that you are in that frequency now, you know. And this is where it really hit me, like the whole duality of life, the whole judgment of other people. So briefly, I met Mohanji in Dubai in 2007, and our encounter was actually happened through the great master Sai Baba. So he telepathically guided the whole thing, and it's quite an interesting story. Aside from my book, you can also find on my Devi Mohan official YouTube channel, it's called My Journey with Mohanji. There are several videos where I describe this whole story. But the book is probably a bit more detailed and interesting, but here a video is also nice. And in this story, I shared the immense ups and downs that I had to go through when I chose to enter the shoes of Devi. You know? So that is not really just about me. I feel that each one of us, when we choose consciously, we give ourselves a challenge, and we choose consciously to go into a much higher version of ourselves. We have to go through tests. And Sai Baba says, there is no graduation without examination. You know, and these are the tests we have to go through simply to experientially understand where we stand. When we go through tests, the greatest aid is actual ability to witness, to have that other dimension of witnesshood, the inner sakshi, as they call it in India, and the ability to detach from the drama and witness. And that is what that was born in me during the dark night of the soul. And that was the blessing I got in that depth of darkness. So I just had to apply it. But it's not just, you know, when you are faced with expectations from people, like I remember a point where Indian people who were, you know, closer to Mohanji felt I was not Indian enough, you know, I was not having that bhav, that I was a bit too free, you know, and too spontaneous. And then people from Europe that knew me from before, they felt, oh, you become kind of Indianized, you know, you're like this, you're like that. So, you know, you feel like part of you wants to please people, you know, we want to be loved and accepted. And then to be in that authentic expression space, it's quite tough, you know, to find that in you and decide, I don't have to prove to be something that I already am. There's nothing for me to prove. I just need to be what I truly am. And when that realization came, I feel that was when I passed the test. I just had to radiate that, you know. And when I passed through that portal, that's when I realized people started to accept me, you know, in my uniqueness. So I'm not Indian. I'm not fully like typical European. I am what I am, you know, and I never fake what I am, you know, and that's what people feel in my programs and what I do. Like I never try to impress. I never prepare my programs. You will see even process that we do tomorrow, everything kind of flows because the whole point is to connect to oneself and just allow the flow, allow whatever is meant to happen. It has to flow, you know. So that's why I say even tomorrow when we do the Yoga Nidra, it will be what comes through within the group energy that you as participants of this process in this group energy need the most. You know, that's what's going to come through. For example, I recently conducted a program in Ganeshpuri. We were having beautiful visit to different holy places and samadhi places of saints connected with Datta tradition. Like Sai Baba comes from Datta tradition, Dattatreya. And it was a very beautiful experience. So many powerful places we visited. It was really high vibration. And I conducted a group healing process called Group Maitri. And for the first time, I experienced the presence of Nagas, you know, from Naga Loka. And it was like really fascinating. It was new for me. Never expected it to happen, you know. But this is the beauty of these processes. You know, they're spontaneous, and what is meant to come through comes through. But it's just the greatest challenge is to be always empty of expectation and open for that flow and allow what is meant to happen to happen. So sometimes when I just started doing group processes, I used to get a bit nervous. I would need to go to toilet several times, you know, like my body already goes through cleansing hours in advance. So it's not a small thing. It's literally like a channeling where things happen through my body. So with time, I've trained my system to surrender more. And now it just flows beautifully. So that's all I can tell you. I cannot guarantee you any experience. I can only guarantee that I will be empty and I will be in the flow, and we'll see what comes through tomorrow. Yeah. Okay, so I wanted to say that I do not channel Divine Mother. So within Devi Circle, this I understand is usually the ladies within the International Devi Circle channel a specific aspect of Divine Mother. I connect with Divine Mother as Adi Parashakti. I connect with all her aspects. And when I invoke Divine Mother, I follow Guru Tattwa. And for me, the connection to the source is Mohanji. So whenever I invoke, I follow the pathway that I have worked to establish for years now, you know, and this is really a very sacred process. So whenever I do any healing, I don't do anything, right? There's no I in it. It is connection to the source through a chosen guru. So I recommend you to find a video called Guru Gita by Kumuda with K, Kumuda. And you will see a beautiful, you may be familiar with Guru Gita, some of you may not be. And there's a beautiful chant, which I love. I usually use it when I do Maitri healing. And in this chant, there is a moment where, you know, Shiva speaks to Parvati, and he reveals to her the greatest secret. That the greatest secret is the importance of a guru. You know, so for me, you know, coming to a point of discovering my guru, and then going through all the leelas associated with him being somebody I was sharing my toilet with, my bed with, you know, not to see him as a human being and personality, but to recognize the Guru Tattva in him and to recognize him as consciousness. It took me some time because I was seeing these more fancy gurus with the more fancy clothes on the stage with lots of flowers and golden stuff. And, you know, so you get this, it's a human mind. Human mind has these ideas and frames into which we put people. But to recognize the guru, it takes a lot of subtlety and attunement from within. And through time, I finally did recognize who Mohanji is for me. You know, so now we are still husband and wife, but much more than a husband, that guru dimension of him is much stronger than a husband dimension. But he still is a husband. I do sometimes tell him things. But the guru dimension is much stronger. And it's been fascinating to see how you know, he has changed over the years, to witness his transformation. So when I met him, he already had his full awakening and he was in a silence mode. For 6 years, he was silent. He was integrating the cosmic consciousness experience. You know, it's a very big and serious thing. And there are no set rules. You know, when it comes to raising of Kundalini, when it comes to awakening, it's really unique for everyone. And in his case, it came through accelerated karmic cleansing, where like 10 different things, very painful, happened at the same time. Daughter got run over by a truck, house was robbed, his health was gone, divorced the wife, you know, lost the job. It's like one thing after the other. And he went into accelerated spiritual practice like that, especially the loss of the daughter, who was very evolved soul and with whom he was very deeply connected. loss of Amu took him into very intense spiritual practice. He wanted answers, you know, he couldn't live a usual life anymore. And that's where the intensity came. And some people don't have to go through pain to feel that pull to do intense practice. Some came with that potential already. Maybe it started happening from childhood, you know, so for everyone it's different. But I know how great of a cosmic event it was within Mohanji for this to happen. And I chose to accelerate my path by connecting to the source through him. So I want to clarify this because many people ask, like, why can't you just connect directly? Of course I can, but I don't know whether I would have enough of time in this lifetime to achieve it directly. I chose to follow the advice of Shiva given to Parvati and to make the most of the time that I have in this body to take that rapid path of connecting to the source through the Guru. Whenever I do any healing process, any Yoga Nidra, and any modality within a group or individual, when I place palms on a person, we call individual Maitri sessions, I connect through Mohanji's third eye. So there's an initiation we receive. And then I immediately feel heat in my spine and heat in the palms, vibration on the forehead, and I get tuned in, and like that, it just flows. So that is why even connection with invoking Divine Mother, anything I do, I go through Mohanji. My other most amazing experience that happened before Mohanji was conscious astral travel and encounter with a great intergalactic master that we now know as Mahavatar Babaji or Mahatapa. So Mahavatar Babaji became known to the public through autobiography of a yogi. And I had no clue who he was, but I met him. I had that blessing. And that experience completely changed me. It changed who I wanted to be, changed my interest. It's like a software change happened with that one encounter. And the second time I met him, because masters follow the Guru Tattwa, you see, I understood that later on. He came to me through Mohanji. So he entered Mohanji's body. And Mohanji became like fully, like he had like golden shimmer on his face and his eyelids, and he couldn't move. And I know that feeling because also when I met Babaji, I could not move or breathe. It's like super intense presence, indescribable intensity of presence. And at that time, I got my confirmation about the higher meaning of that experience that I had astrally. I had a confirmation of my path, the golden path, as they say, and what gold represents. So gold cannot be tainted by any mud or dust or dirt. Once gold that is made through fire, right? You pass through a lot of fire to be molded in gold. And that when you achieve the frequency of gold, that is the frequency of unconditional love. That's why all masters, great saints of all religions, they have golden aura, you know, that golden effulgence that just comes and you see it clearly. In Christianity, that's depicted as a halo around the head. But that is just a confirmation that they have achieved that state. And Babaji said our path is a golden path and it's a royal path. And what does it mean to be royal when you're on this path? It means true royalty is when you feel within you that you have everything within yourself and you need nothing from the outside world. You don't need others to give you anything, including recognition, right? So when you know who you are, you know what you do, what are your intentions, you offer yourself to serve, you become empty. And that's how you become somebody who is on a royal path. We also call it the Raja Yoga. Raja Yoga includes all the aspects of yoga, karma yoga, service, bhakti, jnana yoga, right? So everything is there, all the different aspects, but the accent is on the awareness, practicing the awareness. So having said that, I don't want to spend too much time talking. I'll just would like to share something with you experientially. So I have decided to share with you two things. They're very simple, but they are very, very high elevated knowledge, right? So one is what Mohanji revealed to me when he started his practice. The way he used to do it, he would wake up, no matter when he went to sleep, doesn't matter. He was working as a country manager of a shipping company, so a very responsible job. But even if he slept 2 or 3 hours, doesn't matter. He would wake up at 2:30 and do his sadhana from 3 a.m. until it's time to go to work. And what he discovered at that time, he called it, he simply went into the spine. That's what he would do, his breathing and his chanting by focusing on the central axis. He calls it the spine, but actually what he means is the Sushumna Nadi. As you know, the most important Nadi of our system, which is Sushumna Nadi that connects perineum and the crown, right? So when you chant mantras or you do your meditation with focus on the central axis, you go into a very effective pratyahara. You withdraw from the outside world and you go and focus on the central axis. So Mohanji has taught us different techniques where we effectively connect with Sushumna Nadi. And the most profound would be the actual Kriya that he received telepathically from Babaji. And I was blessed to be there. It happened in 2000, I think 16. I have to check which year it was. It's a bit blurry in my memory. But we were still Middle East, and it was 5 a.m. and that presence was there and he received it. And it was really, really profound experience. But that is a very serious practice. And what masters advise that one should have one really elevated Kriya of one's choosing and not to do a bit of this, bit of that. You know, the practice should be chosen consciously and one should practice that one diligently. So it's not something that's given lightly, and that requires an initiation. So there's a process you have to apply and go through the process. And then if you are approved by the board and they're a bit strict, then you can practice the Kriya. But what I will share with you today is a very simple breathing technique, which will help us to just cleanse the central axis a bit and tune within. And then I would like to share with you a technique that is deeply profound. And it came to me through another Avaduta who lives in Copenhagen. His name is Jan, and he came to my country, Serbia. And when I met him, he shared that some sadhu, young sadhu, came to him in a vision and gave him this technique and told him that now is the time to share this technique with humanity. So this is like the essence of Shiva Shakti Sutras and Kashmir Shaivism. And he told Jan to share it with people he feels who are worthy. But Jan was a bit like reluctant. I don't know, I don't feel like sharing with anyone. I'm not in that mode, you know. So he didn't do it. Then this sadhu reappeared and scolded him, you know. So as he was telling me that, I just intuitively felt like this really sounds like Shirdi Baba. And it's really like in his style, you know. Because I've had some experiences already with Shirdi Baba. And then another man from Serbia just happened to show a photo. In fact, I think it was like a background photo on his screensaver or something on his phone. And it was Shirdi Baba as a young sadhu. You know, there's a photo on the internet you can find how Shirdi Sai Baba used to look like when he was younger. And Jan Espen was like, wait a minute, that's the sadhu that appeared to me and scolded me, you know? And I laughed and I was like, wow, well, that's Shirdi Baba. I just knew it, you know, I just knew it. I already knew it intuitively. So I was all ears about this technique, you know, because I just felt that's one of the main reasons why I came to meet this Jan Espen. And so that's how it all started. And he taught us this technique. And I happily share it with people who are on spiritual path. This is something that does not require all this formal initiations, because obviously Baba gave it like that. So I'm happy to now teach you that, and we will use it also tomorrow during the induction process into the Yoga Nidra. So we'll just practice it a bit today, and then we'll use it tomorrow. So tomorrow before Yoga Nidra, I will explain everything how the induction process into the alpha state of mind happens and what is needed. But what we'll do now is just a bit of this breathing, vertical breathing, then this technique that I just mentioned, Shiva Shakti Sutras, and then I'll just do a bit of chanting and connecting with the frequency of Divine Mother. So I'll just take a moment to see all of you. Yeah, so I would be really happy if the cameras were on, so I can just see you, because there's so many of you that are completely new to me. We'll start with the vertical breathing. It's very simple, so this is something you will all easily get. You imagine a golden light above your crown, and you imagine your Sushumna Nadi, your central axis, is like a straw, you know, it's hollow from inside. So like you're already inside and you kind of suck in, like inhale or suck in the golden light through the crown, all the way down to your perineum. Now, when I say perineum, I mean the part of perineum between genitals and anus, this back side of perineum, right? So that's where you kind of feel it. And then when you exhale, whatever are the heavy energies that we may carry, known or unknown, conscious or unconscious, so any fear, anxiety, guilt, and any form of negativity, we give it a color and shape of dark smoke. So just like you exhale, this dark smoke goes out through the chimney. All right. So imagine a whale. You know how a whale just expels water out? Same way, we'll just exhale this dark smoke. So each time we inhale golden light, bring that golden light all the way to perineum, and then on the exhale, any heaviness that you carry, exhale it out through your crown, right? So that will be, it's very, very simple. Our mind works in images, not in concepts, right? That's why we give it a color, golden down, dark smoke out, right? So it really is much more effective than just some kind of a concept, right? When you give it some kind of shape, it really clicks within our system more. So that's why that is given. Now we're going to do that in 5 speeds. First, it'll be like, and then it's going to speed up. And the 5th speed will be like really fast, like, right? Notice it's all the time through the nose. It's all the time through the nose, not through the mouth, right? So mouth is closed. Okay. I will use my mic just so. Hopefully. Just a sec to check the testing. Yeah, it should be a bit louder with the mic. Yeah. Okay, it's just that when I use the mic, I don't hear you speaking, and I thought we'll be sharing, but we'll do the sharing a bit later. So we'll now focus on the techniques. Yeah. Okay, so inhale the golden light to perineum,
exhale the dark smoke through your crown a bit above the head. That's the feeling we get. So that's the first technique, very simple. Second technique, we'll be doing the opposite. When we inhale, we go from the perineum up, and when we exhale, we go down. Now, this is about Shiva Shakti balance. So inhaling, we go down and up. From down, we go up. This is like lingam, you know. Today is Shivaratri, so we feel that powerful lingam, the powerful presence, you know, of pure consciousness, and that energy kind of going up with force, with strength. And then we feel soft Shakti energy, which is all about exhaling, going down. And just like exhalation is warm, you may start feeling this warm energy in your spine, in your central axis, as you exhale. Usually after third or fourth breath, people say we start actually feeling a bit warm in the spine as you exhale. That means that your Kundalini is participating in the process. So now listen carefully. We start by contracting the sphincter muscles. As I said, between vagina and anus, in that area of perineum, just contract and release. It's just tuk tuk, very, very little. You don't have to like really, you know, make a big effort. Just contract, release. So just a gentle push, gentle nudge to Kundalini. We are not pushing anything. Contract, release, and then inhale through your nostrils and whisper Hong. Now, when you come to G and G, you focus fully on your crown, and your eyes can be rolled up just a bit. Yeah. So this is called Shambhavi Mudra. You kind of eyes are closed, but you look up and you focus on your crown. Now, I have to say this Ng, Ng. See, when I say Ng, I kind of widen my nostrils because it's nasal, right? There's the very nature of Ng transition has a quality of being nasal and kind of going in and kind of knocking on the door of crown chakra. So that's why the ancient mantra Soham, Ham was changed to Hong, you know, and this is just a small change, but creates a whole universe of difference because it helps you to focus on your crown. So inhaling through the nostrils, you first tighten the sphincters, release, then inhaling through the nostrils, you say, with the Ng, you look up with your eyes closed and you feel your crown and you stay there for at least 2 seconds. You just stay there. Then you release, you completely relax your eyes, your whole face, everything relaxed. With feminine surrender, you go down from the crown to the perineum and you just say, So. Yeah, so it's Hong So. It would be Ham So, So Ham, right? But now Ham is changed to Hong. Okay, so let's do it together. Now, most people, I already know what the problem is. Most people find it confusing. How can I inhale and at the same time speak? But you're not speaking, you're whispering. That's the whole difference, right? So you can inhale through the nostrils and whisper. That is possible. You just can't talk, right? So just notice now, inhaling through the nostrils. Feel the crown. So. Now exhaling, don't worry about the nose. You are whispering through your mouth, and air can come out through the both nose and mouth. It doesn't matter, but it's all very soft and surrendered, effortless. Now this law of having full concentration, effort, and then being relaxed and effortless is the same law that's used in the ancient science of yoga. That's the secret of yoga. And when you look at the depth of yoga, it's called the rule in yoga of using intense asanas, and then relaxing asanas, right? So whenever you use a really intense asana, then the next one will be relaxing. So this is a very powerful rule, and that play of effort, effortless, Shiva Shakti, this is what tricks the mind, and the mind leaves you. This is so powerful, you know. So within this one technique, you have Shiva Shakti balance, you have focus on your central axis, and effectively you start from the perineum. That's the first point. Then you go up to the crown, then you exhale and you go down to perineum, and nothing else matters in this world. Only the perineum and the crown, crown to perineum, perineum to crown, crown to perineum, right? So if you manage to concentrate fully on this, you will see that you will accelerate your spiritual growth by 1,000 times with this simple technique. Don't worry, we'll go through it again. I'm just now, it takes a bit of time to get it. Some people have a problem with this ng, you know? So I hear people snoring, they go like, so they make this sound, which sounds a bit funny. If it happens initially, it's okay. You are muted, so don't worry about it. But eventually you will see, it's just like driving a car. Initially it sounds complicating, clutch, window, here, this, that. But once you get it, you get it. You know, it's actually very simple. So let us practice it together. Sit with your spine straight. Consciously relax your shoulders. Don't worry about anything. And start. Tighten the sphincter muscles, release. Inhale through the nostrils. Feel the crown. And then go. Exhale and travel all the way down to perineum. Tighten, release. Look up, feel the crown. Now relax and go down. Don't be in a hurry. Tighten, release. Feel the crown. So you whisper along with me. Tighten, release. Feel the crown. Look up. Relax and go down. So. Tighten, release. Feel the crown. So. Right? So that's the technique. Now we did only a couple of times. Some of you may already feel like you don't feel like opening your eyes right away, right? There's already, the magic works. There's just something about it. It's a very, very powerful invitation into your center. So imagine a circle spinning very, very fast. You are the dot in the middle. So you can spin at any speed. When you are in the middle, you're in the middle. When you are in your central axis, this is your pillar of stability. Any emotions, any disturbances, disturbances of the mind and all those waves at the surface, they don't reach you anymore. Once you enter your central axis, you're right there. You're there. So in the ancient science of yoga, we say, once prana enters Sushumna Nadi, you become breathless and you, like natural kumbhaka happens. You just don't feel a need to breathe anymore. And there's no oscillations in the mind. So it may happen even with this technique at some point, as you keep doing it, suddenly you just, everything stops. And if that happens, it's a big blessing. It will pull you into a very deep meditative state, you know. So we'll do first the initial breathing, which will help us to calm the mind and focus on central axis. Then we'll do this Hong So. And then you can just follow my voice. I will do some chanting. I'll connect first through Monji, invoke Divine Mother, and just chant some mantras. I would also invite you, if you feel like chanting, I would like to make sure that you chant properly. And that means from the stomach. So some people have this idea that like when you chant Om or you chant mantras that you go, oh, oh, like you, oh, you know, you raise your voice, but then you lose the vibration. You know, it's not going to be effective. So for the preparation for the chanting is the following. We will feel like our body is like a bell, hollow from inside, like, right? There's just, everything is hollow from the stomach and uterus. In that area, you go down and you clear your throat and you go, then try deeper. See, it's already allow. It doesn't have to be loud. It's not about being loud. It's about your voice going deep, deep, and deep. So the deeper the voice is, the more vibration comes through, and then your chanting actually carries. It carries that energy, right? So try to bring that in. If you feel like you don't want to chant, you just want to listen to my voice, that's also fine. But I will chant some mantras that most of you know. We will start with Auma. Now, when we do Auma, as women, we'll focus on the uterus, you know, and when you shift to U, part of you remains with the lower part of the body, and just part of you feels a bit the lungs. With M, part of you feels the head as well. But the accent, the voice, comes from the belly and uterus. You know, from the stomach and uterus is where the sound comes from. You do not raise your voice. Don't go like, oh. No, it should be, So everything is everything is deep. Make it deep, make it vibrate, right? Then we will place our hands into Yoni Mudra. You probably know it. I'll just show it. So lower three fingers, small finger, ring finger, middle finger, intertwined. And then, now I can't use it. Okay, so lower three fingers intertwined, and then forefinger and thumb connect. And you place your arms comfortably down in your groins, just around near the hips. And the Yoni Mudra will be right in front of your Yoni and your uterus, right? So with Yoni Mudra, we will chant Hrim. You probably know this is actually the frequency of the womb. And we will invite the goddess, the divine mother, into our sacred womb space. Then I will chant Devi mantras, okay? So that's the process. Is anyone having any question? Anything is not clear, or you want me to repeat something? You can unmute yourself and ask me. Everybody's clear? Wow. Do we need to do this on empty stomach? Not really. If we were doing like Mahabandha or something with Kumbhaka, then definitely it would have to be on the empty stomach. This is fine, you know. Definitely today is Mahashivaratri, so it's recommended to eat less, possibly juices or just fruit, because today is the day for sadhana. So after this program, I have actually one more online program, and then I will go into chanting and as late as I can. But today definitely is that day. But generally, yeah, it's always better to do any spiritual process on half empty stomach.
Good evening.
Good evening.
This is like a Kundalini awaken process, huh?
No, not really. It's not really meant to, push your Kundalini. It's more of bringing awareness to the sacred space, and it's like a gentle invitation. I don't know a single person who has had a very dramatic or, kind of unbearable Kundalini experience from this. So this is very safe. And it will go as per the speed that your system adjusts to. So don't worry that it's not going to happen like tonight. You start shaking and burning and God knows what. So don't worry about it. But it definitely is a very, very high practice. And definitely when you focus on your central axis, you are opening the doors. When your Kundalini is ready, it will rise. So this is where Mohanji has explained to us also. We do a lot of social service. Two things you can do to speed up your evolution and the entire Kundalini raising experience to be speeded up is to continuously cleanse your central axis, which is where the Kundalini is going to pass, right? Kundalini cannot pass if there are too many blockages. But when you regularly clean the chimney, it's like you take a brush and you keep cleaning the chimney. And especially if you combine that with social service, meaning karma yoga, doing something selflessly and not asking anything in return, that really speeds it up. So these are, even other aspects of even bhakti yoga, everything helps the process. But this is really important to understand. So it's not a very dramatic Kundalini rising practice. It's safe and it's gradual. Yeah.
And Yoni Mudra increases the energy of the womb.
Yes, so with that, we'll just, because today is our day, I just thought we'll just chant a bit and just feel the sacred womb space. And then lovingly invite the presence of Divine Mother into that womb space. Yeah.
So indirectly, it increases our energy also.
Of course, yeah, it increases the energy, it purifies us, it empowers us, everything. Yeah.
Because we are at the age of the 50s, cross the 50s, and so it's very necessary.
Oh yeah, this is beautiful time. Now you've gone through all the intros of life and now you know where you stand and what you need to do. So this is actually a wonderful age, I think. I'm now 46, but I feel 50s are very powerful. It's usually that time when you go so much deeper. You don't get distracted with all the lures of life as much anymore.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
You too. Thank you. Preparatory breathing from Mohanji for central axis. Imagine, just visualize, feel. A combination of feeling and visualizing happens naturally. If you are more crown chakra oriented, you will feel. If you're more Agnya chakra oriented, you will visualize more easily. Both are fine. So I say feel or visualize golden light above your head. It's like a little cloud of golden light. Then as you inhale, you suck in that golden light into your central axis. You feel it that way, all the way down to your perineum. And then as you exhale from the perineum, you expel dark smoke. And we know that any heavy emotions that we carry, guilt, anxiety, and fear, and any aversions and all this stuff, we imagine all this junk, we give it a color of dark smoke and we expel it out through the crown, right? So inhale golden light, which is the highest frequency energy. Exhale golden light. Exhale dark smoke. Golden light, dark smoke. It's very simple, right? So that will be doing, and then we go faster and faster. As we speed up, you continue. Golden light down, dark smoke up. You keep having the same visualizing and keep increasing the breathing. If you have like really high blood pressure, or you recently had some heart operation or any really serious heart issue, then you should not speed up. Then it's not safe for you. Or if you're pregnant, also, I just have to be sure nobody's, otherwise it's safe for everyone to do the 5 speeds. Then after that, we go into Hong So. There, it's slightly more complicated. You first tighten the sphincter muscles of your perineum. You can feel now vagina sphincters, and then after that is the anus sphincter, right? So the ideal would be to feel the perineum between vagina and anus. But even if you tighten all three, vagina, anus, perineum, just tighten, doesn't matter, right? This is a bit of, takes a bit of practice to feel which sphincter is which, doesn't matter. Approximately the back side of your perineum, feel that muscle, tighten it and release it. It's gonna be like tuck, tuck. Doesn't have to be like holding too long. Just tighten, release. And then inhale, from your attention goes from perineum up to the crown. While inhaling and traveling with your attention, you inhale through your nostrils and you whisper Hong, like Hong Kong. Yeah. When you come to Ng, your eyes look up a little bit and you fully concentrate, 100% concentration on your crown. And you stay there on your crown for 2 seconds. Then you relax your eyes, you relax your face, everything relaxed, soft feminine energy, and you go so, S-O or S-A-U, both are fine. That is so, right? So represents the feminine. So Hong goes up, crown, pause, so goes down. Contract, release, Hong up, crown, focus on the crown, so go down. Right? As I said, if it doesn't happen for you to be able to pronounce Hong initially, just kind of listen to me and just imagine you did it. But just go along with it. You will get it eventually. Yeah. I will now switch on my microphone.
So even if you speak something now, I will not hear you. Okay. Comfortable seated position. There should not be any pressure on your lower back. So if you're on the ground, it's good to sit on the edge of a pillow or make sure there is a lumbar curve, right? So that the lower back has the pleasant curve. There's no pressure. Consciously relax your shoulders. Relax your facial muscles, your lower jaw. Your physical eyes fully relaxed. Imagine you're like a stone statue and your eyes become completely calm. Okay. Inhale, follow your attention all the way to the crown. As you exhale, just allow the energy to flow through your body, then to your perineum and your feet if you're on a chair, and connect with Mother Earth. Ground yourself. See if you can feel a couple of meters into the ground. Inhale, travel up to the crown. Exhale, consciously relax your face, your chest, your stomach, your legs, and ground. Okay, very good. Now we'll just imagine golden cloud, high frequency energy, unconditional love above the crown. Okay, and now inhale all the way to perineum. Exhale, dark smoke. Inhale, golden light to perineum. Exhale, dark smoke. Golden down, smoke out. Golden down, smoke out. Golden down, smoke out. Golden to perineum. Exhale, smoke out of your crown. A bit faster. Keep expelling dark smoke out. Faster. Keep expelling the dark smoke as you exhale. Faster. Golden down, smoke up. And now very fast. Very good. And relax. Natural deep inhalation and natural deep exhalation. You can feel the slight tingling of prana, the life force energy. And now you feel your entire central axis is filled with golden light. Hollow and empty, golden, beautiful. We now leave the outside world and become fully anchored and focused on your central axis. Just be there within the space, hollow space of your central axis. And now we'll start the Hong So technique, inviting the balance of Shiva and Shakti within our system. We'll start with contracting and releasing the perineum muscles. Then inhaling through the nostrils, we whisper Hong. Stay on the crown for 2 seconds. And then relax and travel down your spine back to perineum with So. Let's go together. Contract, release, inhale. Look up, feel the crown, focus, and then relax your eyes and go down. So. Tighten, release. Feel the crown, focus on the crown alone. So. Go down. Feel the perineum, tighten, release. Look up, feel the crown. Stop. Tighten, release. Feel the crown. Stop. Tighten, release. Feel the crown. Stop. Travel down. Tighten, release. Feel the crown. So. Tighten, release. Feel the crown. Tighten, release. Feel the crown. And continue. Feel the crown and surrender with tighten, release. Feel the crown. Warm energy down the spine. Tighten, release. And now relax fully. Natural breath. Clear your throat. If you like to chant with me, find your deep voice. Feel it resounding. Imagine your uterus, your stomach is hollow, and the sound is right there. Uh, uh, Oma. Feel in the uterus and stomach, and part of you travels up the central axis with U, chest, M, head, and a bit above the head. Start. Now place your hands into Yoni Mudra. Interlace small finger, ring finger, and middle finger. Thumbs just below the navel, forefinger pointing down. Focus on the sacred space of your yoni. Yoni is like, the womb is like a black hole of the universe. Powerful, unknown, supreme, divine energy. We'll feel the sound of Hrim reverberating inside the womb, cleansing it, bringing in the golden frequency energy into the womb. Just relax. Feel your womb space. Infuse it with love from your heart. Deepest love, all the love you've got. This is your most sacred space into which we invite the Mother. I will start with a mantra connected with Mohanji and Mother, and then shift on to mantras. You can just listen or chant along with me, whatever feels better for you. Om Aim Hrim Shri Klim Shri Guru Mohanaya Namo Namah. Om Aim Hrim Shri Klim Shri Guru Mohanaya Namo Namah. Om Aim Hrim Shri Kli Shri Guru Mohanaya Namo Namah. Om Aim Hrim Shri Kli Shri Mahadevye Namo Namah. Om Aim Hri Shri Kli Shri Mahadevi Namo Namah Om Aim Hri Shri Kli Shri Mahadevi Namo Namah Om Aim Hri Shri Kli Shri Mahadevi Namo Namah Om Shri Mangala Mangalye Shive Sarvartha Sadike Sharanya Triambake Gauri Narayani Namostute Om Shri Mangala Mangalye Shive Sarvartha Sadike Sharanya Triambake Gauri Narayani Namostute Om Shri Mangala Mangalye Shive Sarvartha Sadike Sharanya Triambake Devi Narayani Namostute Om Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samstita Namastasye 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 Namo Namaha Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Bhakti Rupena Samstita Namastasye 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 Namo Namaha Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Matrirupena Samstita Namastasye 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 Namo Namaha Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Shanti Rupena Samstita Namastasye 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 Namo Namaha Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Dayarupena Samstita Namastasye 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 Namo Namaha Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Shradarupena Samstita Namastasye 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 Namo Namaha Om Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Lakshmi Rupena Samstita Namastasye 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 Namo Namaha Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Nidra Rupena Samstita Namastasye 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 Namo Namaha Om Om Shri Jum Durge Durge Rakshini Rakshini Swaha Om Shri Jum Durge Durge Rakshini Rakshini Swaha Om Shri Jum Durge Durge Rakshini Rakshini Swaha Om Shri Jum Durge Durge Durge, Rakshini, Rakshini, Swaha. Om Shri Jum Durge, 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 Durge, Rakshini, Rakshini, Swaha. I will now connect with the subtle, gentle energy of Mother Mary through one beautiful chant.
Błogosławiona Ty w żenach i błogosławień plod czrewa Twojego, jako Spasa rodila jest i dusz naszych. Bogorodice Dziewo, raduj się, blagodatna jak Maryje, Gospod z Tobою. Błogosławiona Ty w żenach i błogosławień plod czrewa Twojego, jako Spasa rodila jest i dusz naszych. Bogorodice Dziewo, raduj się, blagodatna ja Maryje, Gospod z Tobою. Błogosławiona Ty w żenach i błogosławień plod czrewa Twojego, jako Spasa rodila jest i dusz naszych.
Beautiful. We'll stay there now. Stay with the womb space. Feel it purified, golden, white with golden effulgence. Feel the power of Mother Mary's womb that brought the highest soul, the one who brought salvation, breakthrough in collective consciousness. That is the power of our womb. That womb space, the space of immense protection, power, inspiration, creativity. This is your space to come to when you seek your voice, when you seek your expression, when you seek your courage, when you feel not good enough, when you feel ordinary, come back to your sacred womb space. Feel its power, feel its beauty. And on today's day, we feel within our womb space, we feel connection with womb spaces of all women present on the planet Earth today, as well as our mothers. There is a profound interconnection. When one of us rises above fear and limitation, other women feel it as well, deep inside. Feel this profound interconnection. Feel it warm and golden inside. That powerful presence can heal any scar of painful memories, any scars on the walls of the uterus, imprints that we carry. All are made unimportant through the power of consciousness. For consciousness is above all memories, all emotions, all mind matter. Consciousness is way more powerful. We house that consciousness within our wombs. Feeling I am the goddess within. And by climbing up from the womb, look up towards your crown. Your eyes, physical eyes, slightly rolled up, whatever feels comfortable. And we'll end by chanting Om Shiva Shakti Namaha. On this powerful day of Shivaratri, we invoke the balance of Shiva and Shakti in the world and in our own inner space. The dance of Shiva and Shakti in the crown. Focus on your crown. Inhale from your belly. Om Shiva Shakti Namaha. 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 And we'll end with Om Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Very nice. Now feel the golden energy in your central axis, in your womb, in your heart, in your crown. Feel the golden effulgence radiating from your body into the outside world as you offer yourself as the expression of unconditional love. And from your womb space, you offer to hold space for humanity to rise up in its highest expression. You hold space for the vision of purest Shiva Shakti balance in the world, expressed in all our institutions, individually and collectively, as we usher into the golden age. Feel your heart expressing through your throat as you offer any type of creative expression into this world, or simply loving words of support to anyone who connects with you. See yourself as an instrument of Divine Mother's golden light, of divine light. We'll now do the palming. We'll gently join our palms in front of the heart and rub them until they become very warm.
Now place your warm palms on your eyes. Relax your eye muscles in the warmth of your palms, in the darkness under your palms. Repeat one more time. Make your palms even more warm. Cover your eyes and notice how enjoyable this is for your eye muscles. One more time. Super warm palms. Cover your eyes. Whenever there is activity of the inner eyes, we relax even more the physical eyes. And slowly, when you feel ready, you can remove your palms and bring out that golden effulgence through your eyes into the outside world. Thank you so much. I somehow managed to be on time. We're only 2 minutes late. So I know those of you who are from India, it's very late at your end. So I don't want to prolong this session. I want to honor the time commitment. But I hope you were able to feel a bit more your womb space today. Feel that beautiful energy coming through. Thank you so much for giving me your time and giving us this time to connect on this special day. It's so powerful when we come together for selfless reasons with pure intention. It is so, so powerful. The effect is much more than our mind can imagine. My vision is that we meet in Devi circles, physically and online and through consciousness as much as possible, to be there for each other. Thank you so much. I feel a bit emotional for some reason. Yeah, I can feel the group energy has softened tremendously. So I think the mission for today is accomplished for us to connect beautifully. And yeah, tomorrow we will dive together into Yoga Nidra, Awaken the Goddess in You. And you will see how when you go into alpha state of mind, everything becomes heightened. You feel everything much more. It's like seeing a movie and being in the movie from inside with your inner senses. So Yoga Nidra is as ancient as yoga itself. And it's a very powerful methodology, especially when one connects with Guru Tattwa and invokes the grace. You know, it's really a matter of intention more than anything, and openness to receive. So I really look forward to tomorrow.
Definitely.
So same time as today, 4 p.m. European time, whatever is the time in your time zone. And it doesn't require any special preparation. You can do it even while standing. You know, it's a matter of just like practicing the muscles in the gym. This is a practice of you bringing your attention into your Shushumna Nadi. And that's where you cleanse the space for your Kundalini and you invite the balance of Shiva and Shakti into your system. So it's very, very powerful. Actually, much more, simple techniques that have these key elements are more powerful than any complicated practices. That's really what one gets to realize after some time. That's why this is like a little small bomb. You know, it's like tiny, but gigantic at the same time. And then Ananda looks so beautiful with this. Your background looks like it's from another era, you know, like it's from some Baroque, or I don't know from which time. It makes me feel like, where am I looking? I love it.
It was really, really beautiful, and I enjoyed it. I think all of us enjoyed it. And
I'm so honored. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Sacred, really wonderful. And I wish you happy Shivaratri.
Thank you. Happy Shivaratri, everyone. As much as possible tonight, stay awake, do your chanting, and connect with your central axis and feel the love in your heart. It is said that if the sadhana of this night is like worth, I don't know, it's 1,000 times more, right? So it has a really huge effect. So we should use this a special time for our elevation. So happy Shivaratri to all of you. And I look forward to our session tomorrow. Thank you. Okay, we'll meet tomorrow. Love you. Goodbye and namaste.